beautiful Oriole Park. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And getting the start for Baltimore, Trevor Rogers.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down. So that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And he'll step off and take the signs again. That's to third. One pitch and one out.
Batting second, third baseman, Colson Montgomery.
Montgomery goes 6 feet 3 inches, 24 years old, usually a shortstop, but today starts at third. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, shortstop.
Here's Bobby Witt Jr. He won the high school home run derby in 2018. They held the events between rounds during MLB's home run derby at Nationals Park.
Such a cool experience for Bobby Witt Jr. He had 8 homers in 76 seconds, hitting in front of major leaguers and 43,000 plus fans inside the stadium. Man, my adrenaline would have been pumping in that moment.
That's a laser base hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line.
Runners on the move. Strike in there. No throw, safe at second. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Rogers checks the runner. Witt dives back in safely. Man at second. Ball one. Pickoff throw, and he's back in on a dive. Man on second, 2 down. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Here's a 2-2. Slider misses outside. And down on strikes, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting the nod for the White Sox, Bryan Woo.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Stepping in, Yandy Diaz.
Tonight, first baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
Check swing, and he went. Strike one. A little out front there as he swings through it. Time called. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. And that one sliced foul. Next one misses. Ball one. Stays alive. The 2-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting third, catcher.
2 down, base is empty. Next to hit, Cal Raleigh. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. Back now at Oriole Park. New inning getting started. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the White Sox. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
That one missed. Popped up. Henderson gets under it. And there's one away. Now it's the second baseman, Chase Mydroff.
Chase Mydroff.
That one the other way. Base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Second inning here, no score. And fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into the
swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Two aboard, 2 outs. Now it's going to be Luis Torrens. Move to second. Pajes back in on a dive. The White Sox with a chance to score first here at the top of the second. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Runner edges away at second. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Way inside. That misses the zone, and the count's full. Rogers checks the runner. Pajes back on a dive. And that's the second disengagement now. 2 on, 2 outs. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. To the plate. Save! On the board first, it's 1-zip.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 2-0. Now the third baseman, Colson Montgomery. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And that is that. Back here in Baltimore, here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Miguel Andujar. That clips the corner. Strike 2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
The 0-2. This one in the air center field. Thomas settles underneath it. And there's 1 down.
Batting 5th, center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Well,
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ground ball. A dive. Nice stop. And they get the out.
6, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And now it's Alec Bohm. This one in the air. Aranda under it. And the inning is over. On to the third inning. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
That's a ball. Oh!
Out to short, Henderson. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Up next for the White Sox, the designated hitter, Munetaka Murakami.
That's a ball. Ball.
Inside.
Nope.
And now
Inside.
3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Hard hit left side. Gets it to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the
Up
third.
next for Chicago,
2 out,
left
space is
fielder,
empty.
Andy Pages.
Pages steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Fought off foul. And the lefty with the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Ball.
Really
No,
good
that's a
take,
ball.
especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. To third. Boom. Slings to first. That's the inning. Set for the bottom of the third, and now the right fielder, Josh Lowe.
Josh Lowe.
Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Jordan Westburg.
Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting
2 down,
9th,
base is
left
empty.
fielder,
So next to hit for Baltimore, Victor
Scott.
Scott. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass.
Ball one.
1-1. Right through there for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss. Inning over. Back now at Oriole
Leading
Park.
off for the
Out of
White
the
Sox,
fourth, Jonathan
baseman,
Aranda
Jonathan
steps to the plate for the
Aranda.
White Sox.
Up.
The other way, and there's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Showed a willingness to drive that
Up
pitch
next
the
for
opposite
Chicago,
way. Didn't get
second
jumpy,
baseman,
didn't try to
Chase
pull the ball.
Michael.
He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Ball.
High fly ball, right field. Low. Drifts towards it. Takes it in for the out. Here comes
Up next
Lane
for the White
Thomas.
Sox,
He's
center
0 for
fielder,
1.
Lane Thomas.
Fouled off. He was late. Man at first, one away. This one in the air, right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Got him. That K is his third of the game.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher Luis Torrens.
Ball. Ball 2.
And another ball. Right through there for a strike. Aranda leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And now it's filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Good job to fight that one off. And a payoff pitch. In the air out towards right center. Touches down. That's a hit. Lead runner around second. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Up next for the White
Put a
Sox,
pretty good jolt
right
into that
fielder,
one. Great
Johnny
swing,
DeLuca.
nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Now, Johnny DeLuca. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Inside, and it hit him. And now the bases are loaded.
For Chicago, third baseman Colson Montgomery.
Here's the third baseman, Colson Montgomery. 1 for 2. And he grounds one to the right side. He steps on the bag. out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. Ready to go, bottom four. Here's the Orioles' leadoff hitter, Yandy Diaz. And that is out of play.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of...
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by pitch to lead off the inning.
For the Orioles, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Man at second. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swing and a pop-up. 2 away now. Here's Miguel Andujar. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Miguel Andujar.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Here comes the 0-1. DeLuca makes his way towards it, and that is the inning. Back here in Baltimore, we go to the top of the 5th. Bobby Witt Jr. steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Oh!
Ripped on the ground to second. 1 away here in the 5th.
Up next for the White Sox, the designated hitter, Munetaka Murakami.
That one ripped right center field, and that gets down into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second, and that's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to...
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, number 48.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep... deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Next to hit, Andy Pajes.
Ball one.
One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. Line drive, that's a base hit. Doesn't stop, heads for home. Now he stops and he's able to get back into third.
Well, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
In the air, left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That missed by a lot. Ball two.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Runner on the go. Hard hit down the line and left. Diving, makes the grab. What a play. The tag, and he's out at the plate. And that's a double play. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Swing and a foul out of play.
You know, these Orioles just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Third baseman, Alex Bohm.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Now here is Josh Lowe. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Last half of inning number 5. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Here comes Bohm around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Westberg, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. In the air, right field. DeLuca under it. Makes the catch. Chance to double the runner off first. But he gets back in there safely.
Next for the Orioles, left fielder, Victor Scott II.
Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Man on second, 2 down. This one in the air, center field. Thomas settles under it. That is the inning. Back now at Oriole
Leading off
Park.
for the White
Top
Sox.
6, Chase
Second baseman,
Mydra
Chase
steps to the
Mydra.
plate for the White Sox.
You know,
That's the
these
ball.
White Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been one good swing after another, and 7 of their hits have been on line drives. That's a lot of barrels, a lot of noise at the end.
The 1-1.
With all of those hard hits, the guys are going to love seeing the spray charts after this one. It's clear they're not just getting lucky up there right now.
Hammer, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in
Up
that
next
at bat.
for the
Worked
White
himself
Sox,
into a good
center
count.
fielder,
That pretty much
Ryan
split the
Thomas.
zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
This one in the air, right field. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. The relay, the tag out.
Tag.
Up next for the White
And now the catcher comes up to him, Luis Torrens. New arm out of the bullpen, Ryan Helsley.
Well, this offense has great opportunity to add on right here with the runner at third, less than 2 outs. So they're asking him to come through in a big way out of the bullpen. He's got bases to work with, so he doesn't have to challenge this guy too much if he doesn't want to.
Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball, right field, low. Moving under this one. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for home. The relay throw. Safe at the plate. And they lead by
next for
2.
Chicago, right fielder Johnny DeLuca.
Ground ball right side.
Oh,
And that's
that's a
just
boy.
foul. 2 down, nobody on. Ground ball up the middle. Westberg throws to first. Out number 3. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Yandy Diaz.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2
We got
pitches
time.
down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Ball.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time
Up
today.
next for the Orioles, the shortstop Gunnar Henderson.
On the ground. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
And here is Cal Raleigh. Raleigh in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1. That one way inside.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Well struck left field. And there's 2 away. Now at the plate, Miguel Andujar.
Designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
The White Sox holding on to a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. This one in the air right field, and that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. Chance now to even this game if they can put a ball in play. Maybe an error, maybe a
ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes the runner. Fires to the plate. Save!
Hey!
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And here comes Alec Bohm. Bohm in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Man at second. That one's in there. 0-2. In the air left field. Should be extra bases. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here in Baltimore, we go to the top of the 7th. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 4-3. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
To the right side. Nice grab. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Next for the White Sox,
Munetaka
the
Murakami
designated hitter,
getting ready to
Munetaka
hit.
Murakami.
1 for 3. Coming on for the Orioles, Ryan Yarbrough.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Back to the mound. He's got it. The throw to first, and now 2 gone.
Up next for Chicago, left fielder Andy Pajes.
That one fouled off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7.
That's the ball.
Yarborough, 34-year-old vet, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to short, Henderson. Oh, and it bounces on him at first. Can't pick it up, and the inning's still alive.
Up next for Chicago,
Jonathan Aranda steps to the plate for the White Sox. Runner on the go. There's the ball. Go to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning. Bottom of the 7th, leading off, Josh Lowe.
Right fielder, Josh.
Jose A. Ferrer takes over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That's a ball.
In the air, right field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman, Jordan Westburg.
On the ground to third, Montgomery. The throw to first. And that is out number 2. Now here is Victor Scott.
Left fielder, Victor Scott the second.
Back up the middle and a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles, first baseman, Gandhi.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Grant Taylor. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Rudder takes off. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. There's a strike. Line, and that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and this game is tied in the 7th.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Tied at 4. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Late on that fastball.
That was straight queso right there.
This one in the air, center field. Thomas should have this one. And that will end the inning. Back now at Oriole Park, ready to begin the eighth. Jonathan Aranda steps to the plate for the White Sox. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. Up the middle, Westberg throws to first in time. First out in the top of the eighth.
Up next for the White Sox, second baseman Chase Lysol.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, number 76. And that is downstairs. And that is ball one. Tied at 4. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to Diaz. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the eighth. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate.
Lane Thomas.
Pinch hitter coming on, Jack Caglione, looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Intentional walk coming here. They put him on board, and with 2 outs, they'll go after the next batter. Luis Torrens now at the plate. Making a move to first, and on the pinch run for the White Sox, Justin Crawford. He represents the go-ahead run, so they hope some extra speed will help with that. Pitch out, but no action.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
Quick move to first, back standing. He's in there safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
The 1-0. Snap throw.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Now quick throw to first, and he's back in safely. And that's disengagement number 2. 2-0.
Strike. Woo.
Runner on the go. Ball misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the White Sox, right fielder Johnny DeLuca.
Scott Barlow on to pitch here.
Number 58, Scott Barlow.
And the first offering is not close.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Barlow checks the runner, and he's back safely. The White Sox with the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're at the top of the 8th. Next pitch is inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Yeah, that's fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. Kickoff move to second, and he's out, and they got him. That ends the inning. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now the Orioles catcher, Cal Raleigh.
That's out the corner.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Trying to check his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there.
Timeout.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Witt. Fires over to first. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th. Line drive, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you trusted your hands.
On the mound now, Abner Uribe.
Now pitching for the White Sox, number 45, Abner Uribe.
Digging in, Cedric Mullins. Swing and a miss. Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. In the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Got him swinging for the K.
Up next for the Orioles.
Go ahead run on base. Alec Bohm. The next to hit for the Orioles. That one at triple digits.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
This to third, and the inning is over. Back here in Baltimore, stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Johnny DeLuca.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And fouled off. On the ground to third. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. And now let's see if they force some action.
Coming on for the Orioles, Luke Little.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Ball one there. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Tied at 4. Check swing. He held up. And it's 2-1. Slap the other way, foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Runner takes off. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Go-ahead run on base. Here's Bobby Witt Jr., known for his late-inning heroics. Step off, throw to first. DeLuca gets back easily. That misses, and that's ball one.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Tied him up inside with that one. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Here goes the runner. And he grounds one back up the middle. Base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
He was all over that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're to get in front of if you're an infielder. They used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. So up next, Andy Pages. Golden opportunity right here.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Edwin Diaz.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
That one outside, and it's 1-0. That one misses, and the count now 2-0. What a stop. The feed for one. Double play. And that sends us to the bottom of the ninth. We are tied. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, number 72.
Jose Caballero.
And that one fouled off. Four in the ninth. And a base hit. Leadoff knock puts the winning run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. individual stats.
Late on that fastball. It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball one. Runner on the go. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. DeLuca under this one, and there's one down. Now it's going to be Victor Scott, third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Just off the inside edge.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
That's in there. That's strike two.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Quick toss to first. Tries to get back and save. One down. Winning run on at first. That one inside. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. It's a pitch out. Throw down to second. They're in plenty of time. He's caught stealing. Liner picked on the hop at first. And very nicely done for the out. Back now at Oriole Park. On to extra innings. Jonathan Aranda digs in now.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Man at second. Late on that fastball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Here's the 0-2. In the air to left center. Scott has a beat on it. One away.
Up next for Chicago, second baseman Chase Ligoff.
White Sox making a move for pinch hitter Brooks Lee.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
And now he looks it back to second. Hit on the ground to short. In plenty of time to first. Two in a row set down to start the 10th. Justin Crawford steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Justin Crawford.
Pickoff move to second. Pajes dives back in safely. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Hard hit right side. And that will end the inning. Back here in Baltimore, here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Yandy Diaz. Now pitching for the
So they turn to their closer, Taylor Clark.
Taylor Clark.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit into center field. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Orioles walk it off in extra innings.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. As the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. We'll see you soon.
Bailar la pelúa, que no baile, que lo despelucan. No me cuquen, lean los números pa' que se eduquen. Yo no hago canciones.
I look around, search all I can find. People next to me out of their mind. Look at you, the light gonna make you blind. So called sophisticated mankind. Brother plan seems to work. Economic growth is saving the earth. Sing alive, tell me what is it worth? A deeper love from the day of your birth. I start losing it, I'm out of control. Part I'm losing, part I'm playing a role. They get your money, do they get to your soul? I bet you, honey, what you need is a goal. Now you're in it, you just playing the game. Another minute or a second of fame. Say my name, I'm going up in the flame. Another day, another breath I retain. Don't you wanna breathe? Don't you wanna breathe? Tonight we're in the air. No matter how long we can go. No matter how long we can go. Tonight we're in the air. No matter how long we can go. No matter how long we can Better stay woke instead of being blind. Your chip is ready, it's a matter of time. You still think everything is going fine? So-called sophisticated mankind. Freedom used to be worth a lot more. Now it's just a word and a word time for $1 bill or a high score. Y'all got me hot and even got to the core. Tell me how long can you